When you're a big-time rapper, a record executive, or a hip-hop's version of a kingpin, it's easy to feel like the world is in your back pocket, especially today. One viral moment and then it happens. You're living that dream life. Jets, jewels, and all the drip you could ever ask for. But what happens when the millions fade and the lifestyles catches up with the bank account? Because let's be real, a lot of your favorite rappers have gone from platinum to problems real quick. Also, why does this keep happening? Well, filing for bankruptcy doesn't always mean you're broke. It's a financial move, a way to protect assets and renegotiate debt. Typically, rappers who face financial difficulties often declare bankruptcy or encounter tax issues, which is how the public becomes aware of their financial hardships. The asset auctions, which are public filings, are hard to hide. Dame Dash even called bankruptcy the cheat code for rich people during his recent viral interview on The Breakfast Club. It's not about being poor, it's about protecting the bag or what's left of it.
You gotta think, they've been suing me all over the country. This one person, different people all over the country for 10 years. They sued me for over $500 million combined, and they only won $800,000 combined. They've been chasing that for 10 years. You know how much legal and law work that person's been doing, how much plotting he's been doing to collect that money, and he never collected. You know how mad he is right now? Now he doesn't get paid. So, of course he's going to do that. But again, this is part of business. Just put your seatbelt on and watch how it plays out.
Now, real quick, the common bankruptcy distinctions are Chapter 7, which wipes out debt through asset forfeiture and provides a fresh start. Chapter 11, which requires reorganization and allows for one's business to continue running. And Chapter 13, which involves a repayment plan for individuals with income and allows them to keep their assets. So today we're breaking down some of hip-hop's biggest financial crashes, from luxury cars and homes to bankruptcy and tax court. And some of these names you won't believe. Let's start with Dame Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records and once Jay-Z's right-hand man. This guy helped build one of the most iconic labels in hip-hop history. But now, according to a September 2025 bankruptcy filing, Dame owes over $25 million, and that's just $4,300 to his name, including a $500 cell phone and handguns. I know, that's pretty wild. Most of us would be happy touching just a slice of that kind of money, but for Dame, after years of living that mogul life, he's in deep debt. Or is Dame just playing the rich man's game with the bankruptcy cheat code? Now you might be thinking, well, that's Dame. He hasn't been a very relevant figure in rap for a while. Surely newer artists have more bread, right? Well, that's not always the case. 6ix9ine is a prime example of this. Say what you want about him, but during his peak, the man was everywhere. Flashing cash, riding Bentleys, showing off jewelry, and record plaques. However, just this year, the IRS auctioned off 6ix9ine's personal items, including Lamborghinis, Bentleys, jewelry, and record plaques to cover a debt of millions. And according to Wack 100, who has advised the rapper over the years, 6ix9ine was asking for gas money in 2022 because he was that down bad. There are several rappers, however, who have made comebacks after being in the money hole, proving that their brands can endure some hits. Take Fat Joe, for example, who's looking good now, hosting podcasts and TV shows, dropping albums, and doing hair care deals. However, back in the day, he was spending $30,000 a day on his entourage. Wild. And here's the crazy part. Joe says he told his team he was broke before he actually was, just to see who would stick around. Spoiler, not many did. Ultimately, it was tax issues that did Joey crack in. In 2013, the Bronx rapper was sentenced to 4 months in prison for evading taxes on over $3 million of income between 2007 and 2010. Joe was locked up for 3 months. Fast forward 12 years, and today Joe is back in good standing. It's proof that you can climb back to the top of your game after suffering serious financial problems. Over the years, other rappers have struggled with tax issues and also ended up in jail. Beanie Siegel did 2 years, DMX did 10 months, and Lauryn Hill did 3 months plus 3 months of home confinement. Then there's Ja Rule. Ja had the early 2000s on lock, hits on hits, but tax evasion, prison time, and Murder Inc. drama ultimately took a toll on his finances. Between 2004 and 2008, Ja failed to file federal tax returns annually, which resulted in his evading taxes on over $3 million in income earned from music royalties and show performances. In 2011, Ja pleaded guilty to tax evasion and attempted criminal possession of a weapon. He served 21 months in jail before being released in May 2013. Ja Rule's nemesis 50 Cent also learned some hard financial lessons. Back in 2010, 50 was reportedly worth $500 million. The vitamin water brand, his G-Unit record label, and the Get Rich or Die Trying album all led him to that figure. He was basically printing money. But by 2015, 50 filed for Chapter 11. He took an enormous loss on his Connecticut home after selling it, and that Rick Ross's baby mother sex tape scandal 50 was sued for cost him even more money. But to his credit, 50 bounced back hard. Within 2 years, he cleared his debt and has reinvented himself over the years, becoming a serious television mogul. 50's case, like many famous rappers who have acquired wealth, it isn't necessarily one of losing everything. Broke to many means pulling lint out of one's pockets, but for the 50s of the world, it often means restructuring. That's likely why 50 Cent filed for Chapter 11, so he could get some breathing room while following a court-approved plan to reorganize and keep going. 50's fellow Queens native Nas has been in the money hole too. We all know him now as a tech investor genius, but years ago, divorce, back taxes, and a repossessed house had him on the financial ropes. He owed the IRS $60 million, and his house was taken in 2012. But instead of staying down, Nas leveled up. He co-founded Queensbridge Venture Partners and has since built a portfolio that touches nearly every corner of the tech world, with stakes in companies ranging from Ring to Coinbase. Hip-hop artists having financial difficulties is nothing new. Young Buck, Lil' Kim, and Trick Daddy have all filed for Chapter 13. Scott Storch filed for Chapter 7, while Suge Knight filed for Chapter 11. A lavish lifestyle, bad investments, and over 200 creditors chasing $14 million had MC Hammer filing Chapter 11 and Chapter 7 in the 90s. But Hammer turned things around too. He's still touring and even preaches now. So whether it's flashy spending, bad investments, shady accountants, or just living way too fast, even hip-hop royalty can go broke. But many bounce back even harder. So which rapper's money meltdown shocked you the most? Which do you think causes rappers to go broke? The lifestyle, greedy family, or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Visit the XXL store to buy merch. Hit subscribe to see more videos from XXL.